I think one of the ways we go wrong in this world, or one of the ways we go wrong in life, which causes a lot of us to suffer, is we're searching for security in a world that can offer us no security at all. And what I mean by that is we're searching for things, and mainly people, right, to hold on to and to give us security. See, the only constant in life is change. Look at the world around you. Really observe the world around you, right? And you realize that everything is always in motion. Nothing stays the same, right? Nothing is stationary. People born, people die. It's sunny, then it's raining. It's summer, then it's autumn, and then winter, right? Things are always changing. Things are always moving, right? And we're expecting things to stay the same, which is why we are suffering internally. We're expecting people, mainly people, to sort of come into our lives and stay forever. We're expecting things not to change. In a sense, we're trying to make a stationary bed in the ever-flowing river of life, right? Life is always moving. This world can offer you no security, right? If you're expecting things in your life to stay there forever, you're going to suffer internally. This is what the Buddha meant when he talked about attachment being the cause of suffering, right? We try to attach ourselves to things, material possessions. We try to attach ourselves to relationships and people, right? Those are the main things that we sort of try to hold on to, especially people. You know, most of us, we find ourselves in relationships, right? Primarily romantic relationships. And in our minds, we're picturing a day, or we can't fathom a day in which the person that we love leaves us, right? Whether through them walking out their lives or through them dying. And so it comes to a point in which that illusion that we have is sort of broken and destroyed. It gets to a point in which either the person that we love walks out their life willingly, or they die. And that causes most of us to really wake up, and we wake up the hard way. We wake up in a way that completely shocks us, and something that we couldn't possibly fathom happens, and that's when we begin to suffer, because we haven't prepared ourselves for loss, and we haven't prepared ourselves for the discomfort. But preparation, right, is always the best course of action. Once you've woken up before something tragic can happen, you're better able to deal with it. I think a lot of us, we haven't woken up, and most people haven't woken up to realize that the people in your life today, in this moment in time, the people that you love, one day you're going to lose them. The material possessions that you cling to, right? Everything that you try to hold on to, one day you're going to lose them as well. Because life never stays the same for everyone, for anyone rather. Everyone at some point in their lives is going to lose something. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose jobs, right? You're going to lose friends. You know, you're going to lose a lot of things in this world. And the only true way to live is being able to go with that flow of life. And to go with the flow of life doesn't mean you sort of live, in a pessimistic way in which you're sort of always expecting to lose something. That's not what I mean. I believe in enjoying people, enjoying the things that you have right now, but also in the back of your mind, enjoy them in the present moment, but be prepared for that loss. And once again, I'm not saying this to be pessimistic. I'm saying this to wake you up to the reality of life. I think a lot of times we fall into depression and we fall into a negative mental state simply because we're not prepared for the worst. But preparation for the worst sort of, in a sense, takes away from the impact more than not being prepared, right? You have to be prepared to lose people and lose things. A lot of us, when tragic situations happen to us, we spiral because we haven't come to full acceptance of life. Like I said before, the only way to live is to enjoy things in the present moment, but enjoy them with the idea that tomorrow or even the next hour, the next second, they might not be there, right? You have to find comfort amongst the discomfort, because the security that you're expecting from this world, you won't be able to get from it. Think of the times when you said to yourself, this person would never leave me. I'm going to be with this person forever. And then things ended up ending, right? You might be the person, because I've been there, who have lost loved ones, people that you really loved. They died, they passed away, right? Things that you hold close to you, you no longer have them in your possession. Life is always moving. It doesn't stay stationary for anyone. Finding comfort in the discomfort of life is the only way to live. If you're living and you're clinging on to things and you're not accepting change when change comes your way, you're going to always suffer. That is really the cause of most of our suffering. When we hold on to things, when we hold on to people, instead of going with the flow. I'm not saying not to, feel hurt. Obviously, when you lose things and you lose people, you're going to feel hurt, right? It's natural. We're human. We're not robots. We're going to feel emotions, right? But at the same time, keep in the back of your mind that is a part of life. Everyone in this world at some point has lost something or lost someone. We all have, right? Life doesn't treat some people good and treat some people bad. Sure, there are some people that are born with, special privileges or in better situations than other people. I'm not foolish. I'm aware of that. But at the same time, everyone loses something and everyone loses someone at some point. Life is cruel to everyone. Being able to go with the flow of that change, being comfortable in that change, is how life is supposed to be lived. The river of life is always flowing. It's always moving, right? You can either swim with it and be a part of it, or you can swim against it and suffer. But that is a decision that you have to make. And most people in this world, they're swimming against the flow of the river, which is why they suffer, which is why mentally they're in a state of depression and anxiety and fear and worry. That's one of the main causes. Being comfortable in the discomfort of change. Go with change. Even you yourself, you're always going to change. Some things you might like and then you don't like it anymore. Some people you connect with and then you don't connect with them anymore, right? Some people you're meant to be with in this present moment, but 5 years from now, you're not meant to be with them as well. And that's okay. They've completely lied to us when they told us that if we love someone, we should hold on to them, right? And I said this in a previous video. But sometimes you get to a point in which you become a different person and they become a different person as well. And y'all just don't click. And that's okay. Life is synonymous with love. And life is always changing and life is always flowing. So love is always in motion as well, right? Sometimes love requires you to let things go and move on to new things. Sometimes love requires you to let people go with love and move on to different things and different people, right? That's okay. Be comfortable with that change, because change is the only constant. And once you begin to resist change, you're going to suffer in your life and you're going to suffer in your mind, right? The only way to live is to go with that flow. Be at peace in the ever-flowing river of life and allow life to guide you in the direction right? And then the place in which you need to go. Don't resist life. Be a part of it. You can't control everything, right? You're not in control of everything. You can only control your actions and your reactions. That's the only thing. Anything else that happens outside of you, accept it and go with it, and believe that life is just lifing, and life is working for you, and it's taking you exactly where you need to go, and it's taking you towards exactly who you need to be. All right? Be comfortable in that discomfort, because that is how life is supposed to be lived. So thank you guys for watching once again. Thank you for being here with me. And I'm really enjoying having you guys on my channel. I don't have a big channel, obviously. Hopefully by the time you see this, my videos blow up. But even then, even if my videos, in some sense inspire some people, one person, half a person, or even if my video helps one person, I'm grateful for that. Because in life, I've realized that it's not what you gain, right? It's the impact of your words and your actions. And if I'm willing, or if I'm able rather, to help someone, even just one person, right, before I transition from this world, that would be a blessing to me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching once again, and I will get back with y'all in the next one. Peace and blessings.